Hello everyone, welcome to the 5-Minute Discovery channel. When thinking of a desert, many people can imagine golden sand dunes, stuffy under the blazing sun. But there is a desert on Earth that is completely different from that image, the Gobi Desert. Imagine the sand dunes not only covered with golden sand but also covered with a layer of pure white snow. The Gobi is one of the most unique deserts in the world, where not only the beauty of ice but also a rich and diverse ecosystem of flora and fauna. Let's explore the Gobi Desert, where you will find the beauty of contrast. The sand dunes sparkle under the sunlight, then are covered with a smooth layer of snow when winter comes. This place is not only a beautiful natural picture but also a colorful ecosystem with animals and plants that can withstand the harshest conditions. So are you curious to know more about this place? Let's explore more about the Gobi Desert, a mysterious and fascinating land, where you can discover the wonders that can only be found here. Before going into the content, please remember to like and subscribe to the channel to support me. Where is the Gobi Desert and its area? The Gobi Desert, a fascinating place that stretches across China and Mongolia, is one of the most mysterious regions on the planet. The Gobi is located in the northern and northwestern regions of China, and the southern part of Mongolia. The name, Gobi, in Mongolian means, waterless place, a very intuitive name that accurately reflects the aridity of this land. The Chinese often call it, the Sea of Gusu, another way to express the vastness and mystery of the desert. With an area of up to 1.3 million square kilometers, the Gobi is not only one of the 5 largest deserts in the world but also the largest desert in Asia. However, contrary to the image that we often imagine of vast sand dunes, only about 5% of the Gobi's area is sand. Most of this desert is vast steppes, majestic mountains and arid rocky ranges. The Gobi may seem like a barren land, but it is actually very rich and diverse. It is home to camel herders, wild animals and many strange plants. Life in these harsh conditions is a testament to the amazing adaptability of nature. The Gobi Desert, a vast and mysterious world where the combination of sand, rocks, mountains and grasslands creates a unique and fascinating natural picture. Climate in the Gobi Desert. The Gobi Desert, one of the strangest and most fascinating places on Earth, has a climate full of contrasts. Summers in the Gobi can reach temperatures of 45 degrees Celsius, sometimes even exceeding this figure, while winters can be as cold as -40 degrees Celsius. Snow covers the entire area, creating an extremely impressive sight. Despite the harsh temperatures, the Gobi receives an average of 50 mm to 200 mm of rainfall per year, a figure equivalent to the amount of rain in Hanoi during the winter months. The Gobi Desert is famous for its rapid and dramatic seasonal changes. At night, temperatures can drop to -3 degrees Celsius, while the days are hot with temperatures above and below 40 degrees Celsius. This contrast creates an extremely harsh and challenging environment. But what makes the Gobi even more special is that life thrives in seemingly impossible conditions. Although it is a desert, the Gobi is not all sand and rock. There are fertile lands, lush grasslands, colorful flower fields and lush forests. You can find oases rich with delicious fruits such as apples, peaches and watermelons. The growing season in the Gobi lasts from April to October, twice as long as in most of Mongolia. Beneath the sand and rock, underground streams and rivers flow silently, providing life to this land. The Gobi is a place unlike any other desert, with unique landscapes and climate conditions, making it a fascinating and mysterious destination. Join me as we continue to explore and discover the wonders that the Gobi has to offer, a world of endless surprises and beauty. And now some other interesting facts about the Gobi Desert. The Gobi Desert, famous for its cold and harsh climate, truly offers a mysterious and captivating beauty that cannot be found in any other desert. Especially the northern part of the Gobi, which has an altitude of up to 1,520 meters above sea level, higher than the Phan Xipang Peak of Vietnam. Because of this plateau, the Gobi has become a cold desert, with harsh winters and typical frosts. When September comes, the weather in the Gobi begins to change, signaling the appearance of frost and light snowfall. One of the most special phenomena of the Gobi is snowfall in the desert. Specifically, in the Yutha Tuyen Dun oasis area of Hoang Gansu, China, this scene becomes mysterious and poetic. Snow covers the sand dunes, creating a fairy tale scene that everyone longs to experience at least once in their life. Dunhuang City, located at the foot of a mountain and surrounded by vast sand dunes, rarely sees snow and ice. When this event occurs, it becomes a special joy for the local people. The endless sand dunes are now covered with a layer of soft white snow, turning them into an incredibly beautiful natural wonder. The sight of snow falling in the Gobi Desert, with sand dunes covered in frost, creates a magical and mysterious beauty. This is an experience that you cannot find anywhere else in the world, making the Gobi a must-see destination. Let your mind wander into this magical world where nature blends and creates unforgettable moments. The Gobi Desert was once a sea. The Gobi Desert, with its mysterious and alluring beauty, was not always the arid land it is today. Its formation is associated with an impressive geological story. The Gobi is located in an area where the Himalayas played an important role in the formation of this desert. The Himalayas, like a giant wall, blocked the moist clouds from the Indian Ocean, preventing them from reaching the Gobi region. Therefore, the rains could not reach here, causing the land to become dry and gradually forming a desert. Rain only falls on the other side of the Himalayas, while the Gobi is affected by dry winds. To make it easier to imagine, you can think of the Lao Wind in Vietnam, where the Trong Son mountain range is divided into two parts, one wet side and one dry side. But the formation of the Gobi also has another interesting geological history. Some geologists believe that the Gobi Desert was once a seabed in ancient times. The evidence is that they have discovered fossilized corals, sea lilies, and various types of shells in the Goviet province of Mongolia. These fossils are clear evidence of a time long ago when this area was covered by seawater. The formation of the Gobi is not only a story of its current aridity but also a long journey of geological change. It is these factors that have created a mysterious land, which was once a seabed and is now a vast desert with wonderful and unique scenery. Let's explore and feel the magic of the Gobi, where the past and present blend into a fascinating natural picture. The relics of the past. The Gobi Desert is not only a barren and mysterious land, but also a treasure trove of valuable traces from the past. It preserves ancient stories through beautiful caves, fossils of many prehistoric animals, and hundreds of stone tools dating back hundreds of thousands of years. In the 1920s, the Gobi shocked the world when a paleontological expedition organized by the American Museum of Natural History discovered the world's first dinosaur eggs. This was an extremely important discovery, opening a new chapter in the study of dinosaurs and the history of our planet. But it doesn't stop there. The Gobi is also one of the most important archaeological sites with traces of dinosaur footprints, showing the presence of these giant creatures in the past. The desert has also been home to many dinosaur skeletons, helping to unravel the secrets of an ancient world that we are only just beginning to discover. The Gobi Desert, with its traces of time and the wonders of archaeological discoveries, not only leaves us in awe but also opens the door to understanding more about the history of the Earth and the creatures that once lived on it. It is a fascinating journey into the past, where every step can lead you to a new discovery of the wonders of the ancient world. Most valuable desert. The Gobi Desert is not only famous for its strange beauty and ancient mysteries, but is also one of the most valuable deserts on the planet. It is not only rich in mineral resources but also possesses a rich ecosystem of flora and fauna. The Gobi is a land containing valuable minerals, from copper to gold to coal. Giant mines such as the Erdene copper mine and the Oyu Tolgoi gold mine are among the largest mines in the world. In particular, the Tavan Tolgoi coal mine, one of the largest coking coal mines in the world, has been exploited since the late 2000s. The Mongolian government has invested a huge amount in this project, with an amount of up to $4.6 billion United States dollars, making it the largest financial project in the country's history. This mine contributes more than 30% of Mongolia's GDP, making the Gobi not only a valuable desert in terms of resources but also an important economic center of the country. However, the value of the Gobi lies not only in its minerals. This desert is also attractive with its beautiful scenery and unique experiences that can only be found here. The image of riding a camel, walking on the vast sand dunes, and the feeling of moving towards the end of the horizon are memorable experiences for those who have set foot here. Those who have explored the Gobi often describe the feeling of entering a wild world, where the landscape constantly changes from arid to beautiful images, creating a natural picture that is both majestic and mysterious. The Gobi Desert, with its perfect combination of resource value and natural beauty, is truly a place worth exploring and admiring. Vast sand dunes. When you set foot in the Gobi Desert, you cannot miss the giant sand dunes and the unique scenery that this place brings. One of the most prominent destinations is the Go Green Sand Dunes, known as the Singing Sand, because of the melodious sound emitted when the wind blows through the dunes. This is one of the largest and most beautiful sand dunes in Mongolia, making anyone who comes here feel impressed with its mystery and strange beauty. But the Gobi is not only sand and wind. This desert also hides beautiful oases, most notably the Dunhuang Moon Lake. This lake, with its unique crescent shape, is formed from underground water and is surrounded by lush green trees. Despite living in the harsh climate of the desert, the lake still maintains a never-ending stream of water, creating a cool green highlight among the golden sand sea. In particular, next to the lake, you will find interesting destinations such as the ancient temple with traditional Chinese architecture, built during the Han Dynasty. This temple has existed for at least 2,000 years, once an important stop on the Silk Road, the famous trade route between East and West. During the golden age of the Silk Road, this oasis was a bustling and crowded place, where merchants from Arabia and many other regions gathered. When viewed from above, this oasis looks like a sparkling dot in the middle of the sea of sand, like a piece of moon falling in the middle of the vast desert. This is not only an attractive destination in terms of nature but also a place containing many historical and cultural values. Let Gobi draw you into the world of wonders and mysteries, where every angle brings new and emotional experiences. Rare animals in the Gobi Desert. The Gobi Desert is not only famous for its magical beauty and rich natural resources, but also for its rare, unique and endangered animals. One of the most special animals in the Gobi is the Gobi bear, a subspecies of the brown bear. This is the only bear species that lives in the desert and is also the only bear species left here with a population of less than 30. The Gobi bear is on the brink of extinction, and efforts to conserve this species are facing many challenges. In particular, this species of bear does not live in zoos but still exists in the wild, which further highlights its rarity and value. The camel, also known as the Bactrian camel, is a typical image of the Gobi. This is a two-humped camel, capable of enduring the harsh conditions of Central Asia. With their ability to store fat and energy, Bactrian camels can survive periods of drought and water shortages. The Gobi is one of the few areas in the world where Bactrian camels can still be preserved in the wild, making it an important destination for conservation efforts. In addition to the Gobi bear and Bactrian camel, the nature surrounding the Gobi Desert is very diverse. You can see golden eagles soaring in the vast sky, gazelles and snow leopards sneaking in the ravines, as well as wolves and desert-specific rodents. Each of these animals contributes to the richness of the Gobi ecosystem, creating a vibrant and lively picture amidst the arid desert landscape. Human life in the Gobi is no less interesting. The communities living here have learned to integrate and adapt to the harsh conditions of the desert, maintaining long-standing traditions and special ways of life. They are not only the guardians of the natural landscape but also the keepers of a unique culture and way of life amidst the aridity and vastness of the desert. People here. Life in the Gobi Desert has a simple and ancient beauty, as if time had stopped thousands of years ago. The Gobi, with the most sparse population in Mongolia, is one of the most desolate and inhabited places on the planet. Mongolia, which is already sparsely populated with only about 2 people per square kilometer, is even more sparse. Here, the Mongolians still maintain a traditional way of life that has existed for thousands of years. They live a nomadic life, constantly moving according to the seasons and weather conditions. These people have adapted perfectly to the harshness of the desert environment and consider these barren lands their home. Their way of life is clearly shown through traditional tents, or zhers. These tents are circular, made from a light wooden frame and covered with sheep's wool felt or animal skin. The tent roof is supported by sturdy pillars, with a circular gap in the roof to allow light and fresh air to enter the tent. In particular, families often live close together in tent areas, making it easy for them to visit and support each other in their daily activities. Today's Mongolian tents are not only a simple shelter, but are also equipped with many modern conveniences such as TVs, motorbikes, and even solar batteries. However, traditional features are always preserved. The back of the tent is often reserved for ancestral altars and precious family photos. The sleeping area is arranged along the tent wall, and the kitchen is located in the center, both for cooking and to keep the entire tent warm, ensuring that every corner of the tent is warm. The Mongolian people in the Gobi Desert are not only gentle but also very hospitable. Visitors who are lucky enough to meet them will often be invited to enjoy wine and, if they have the chance, a meal of lamb, demonstrating their hospitality and warmth. Although the Gobi has very limited arable land, livestock farming is still their main activity, providing food and livelihood in the harsh conditions of the desert. Life in the Gobi Desert is a perfect blend of tradition and modernity, between the harshness of nature and the warmth of people. Every visit to the Gobi is a journey into the world of ancient values, where you can feel the peace and hospitality of the people here, amidst the wild and majestic scenery of the desert. The Gobi Desert is expanding. Camels are not only a means of transportation in the Gobi Desert but also a valuable source of meat. They have become an indispensable part of the lives of the people here. However, at present, the Gobi Desert is undergoing a worrying transformation. With the rapid desertification process, the Gobi may no longer hold the position of the fifth largest desert in the world. Instead, it may become the fourth largest desert on the planet. The desertification process in the Gobi is taking place at an alarming rate. About 3,600 square kilometers of grasslands are disappearing every year. The increase of sand dunes in the past 2 decades has caused severe damage to the agricultural economies of neighboring countries such as China and India. Moreover, it has also reduced the number of livestock of nomads, seriously affecting their lives. However, the Gobi Desert still retains unique characteristics that cannot be found in other deserts. Unlike the common image of a barren desert, the Gobi is a place with snow, rich ecosystems and a vibrant community. The Gobi is not like the Sahara or other dry deserts. It has its own beauty and life, full of mystery and attraction. Thank you for taking the time to follow the story of the Gobi Desert. If you find this story interesting, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell and share it with your friends. Now, goodbye and see you in the next stories.